Good evening everyone, myself Balram sir. Today we are going to learn here IELTS Speaking Part 1. Basically it is very important for the students to grab better band score in IELTS Speaking Part 1, and as you know it comes in the first when you go for speaking test. On the day of your speaking test you will face varieties of questions with the examiner, and there are part 1, part 2 and part 3 in speaking module. Part 1, it is a two-way communication. The examiner will ask you a question and you have to give the answer, but you cannot ask the question to him, right? If you don't understand the question, you can ask him like, pardon me sir, I'm sorry sir, I'm not catching you, could you ask me again? Like this you can use for getting your good band score. But all the time if you say pardon me sir, it make him irritate, right? And it doesn't provide a good sense to him or her, means the examiner. So you always remember in speaking part 1 is not so tough. It is the everyday discussion topic, like it mostly about your personal information and personal interest. Okay, so if I define speaking part 1, I can say speaking part 1 is mainly based on the personal information, personal interest and general topics to explain. It is mostly similar to the students who face speaking test. You have to answer briefly and feel comfortable while answering, right? So look, it is not so tough. That means what's your name, right? Where do you live? Are you a student, or do you work or study? Are you a student or a job holder? Like, means any question can be asked in here. They are very simple. Okay, the most common types of questions are as follow. I provide you some most common topics of questions. Okay, so understand what the question come from. Firstly, the question may ask you from the person, about person, right? About person. Next thing, about event or occasion. These are the common topic. Next thing is for place, right? Place you like most. Next thing is for any things or object, like your electronic gadgets, mobile phone, computer, laptop. Thing is about time, to talk about your past, about your childhood memory, right? Or some special period or duration. Period, right? Next thing, 6 is about your hobby or choice. What's your hobby? A choice like this. 7th number is your family relation, like family relation or friendship. Next thing is about traveling. Look, so these 1 to 8 questions are very important for your part 1 in speaking of IELTS. About person, yes. Next thing is event, like birthday, like any ceremonies, occasions. Next thing is place, like the most beautiful place of a country, tourism place, history. Next thing, historical place, I'm wanna say you. Next thing is here, things or object, time or period, hobby or choice, family, relation or your friendship, like your friend. What is your best friend's name? Who is your best friend? Name is here, traveling, yes. And next thing is 9 number is your likes and, can you guess? Yeah, you are right, dislikes. Likes and dislikes can be asked also in choice. I put in here choice. So first of all, copy it. Is it difficult for you? I think not, because the question can be asked like, what's your friend's name? You can say, okay, 1 or 2 names. Who is your best friend? Can you tell me your one of the most favorite friend of childhood? So you can give one answer, right? Okay, but here you should not give only answer like, if do you like coffee? Yes. Do you like tea? No. If you give the answer like this, you will not achieve good score. Give answer in a detail. If having 1 or 2 sentence long. Do you like coffee? Yes, I do love coffee. It's my hobby to take coffee every day. Next, if you don't like anything, for example, do you like pet animals? Or I'm sorry, I don't like pet animals. You can say the answer. Okay, I'm gonna drop it now, and I will go teach you in detail about part 1 today, and I will try my best to make sure and provide you better score in part 1. Okay, first of all, you should remember in speaking part 1, what's the time? 4 to 5 minutes, right? This keep in mind, don't forget. All right, some common types of questions that you should learn. All right, please copy down this. 1 number, asking about your name. How do you face the answer question first? Like the most common is, what's the name? Could you tell me your name? What full name? Right? Sometimes you may ask very simple, you may get very simple question. What is your name? Right? Can you tell me your name? Now how do you respond? You can reply and you can say my names, and then you can put either first name or the second name, whatever you can feel easy say with together. Most of the times you give the full name, your complete name with the first name and this name. Next thing is here, you tell me your name. You can say yes of course, yes of course, my names and da. Next thing is here, my full name is okay. Next, my name is, you also can say my first name is. Similarly, I'm gonna say you here, my first name is, whatever is first name you can put there, and my last name means last name, it is your family name, right? Family name. My name, like my last name is Saha, first name is Balram, right? So yes, definitely for this question, yes, definitely my name is, can keep the name. You also can say myself Balram Saha. If I say, introduce myself, it's me, I am. What do you say this? I am. Look, there is difference. If you say I am, this is I am, but this is contraction form, I am. So when you say I am is a short form of I am. So when you pronounce this, say I am, right? Do you have any confusion here? No doubt. Let's go for the next question. Okay, if you have any problem, you can let me know in time, and I will hope I will solve your every problems. Now, for 2 number, asking you to address asking you how to address or call you. So this, remember, what do you mean by address? Address has 2 meaning. Have a look on this board. One, address is to call someone. Call someone. How can I call you? One, address is the place that you belong, right? Address that you belong. Address means addressing the person, like dear friend, right? It's addressing. How can I call you? And next thing is for place that you live, where you live. Alright, any confusion? Now, the question can be asked you like, how can I call you? How can I call you? How do I address you? These are the most common questions I'm asking you and writing here on board here. How do I address you? Next thing is here, what do you love being called? What do you love being called? Okay, yeah, how can I call you? How do I address you? What do you love being called? So you can reply as, you can call me by my what? By my first name or last name, right? By my first name. If you have the first name like myself, like Balram, you can call me by my first name, Balram. If you don't like your first name to address, you can also write, you can call me by my last name, and put here Mr. for the boy, male, Mr. and your last name. Or if you are unmarried, write Miss, or if you are married, write Mrs. and your last name. Clear concept? Next thing you can say, please call me. You can put your any name here, like your first name or last name. I love being called. What do you love being called? If you are Nikita, you can say, I love being called Nikita. Sunil, you can say, I love being called Sunil. Right? So you can put here. You also can put here, you can address me by my nickname. You know, or you can also put here by my English name, if you have any English name. Like for Hari, Harry. Like for Krishna, Chris. Right? Like for Sam, Sammy. You know, Jyoti, Julie. Like this. Thanks. You can remember this. It's very common. Now, my dear students, I want to teach you one thing here. Could you ask on this board? What is the difference between can and may while in speaking in the interview or in the class time? What is the major difference? They both are the modal verbs. These are called as the modal auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb. In the grammar class, I will teach you this. But what can I say for how can you use can and may? No, exactly not. Can we use with most of the time junior, and may for senior. Right? If you have your brother, you can say, can you give me your pen? Can you open the door? But if there is a teacher, you cannot, can I come in, sir? You can say, may I come in, sir? May I get in, sir? Like this. Clear concept now? So the use of can and may, I hope you understand today in class clearly. And from next day, if you have some other who are younger than you, please use can with them. If you are junior and you talk or eligible, you should use may. Right? May is in some context, may can be used for the possibility of. Yes, can is the act you can do. You can capable to do it. I can do. Okay. But while addressing, talking in the communication, you for junior, may for senior. Alright. Thank you. Now, do you have any reason here? Alright. Let's go. Can I rub it? Very good. Okay. Now we are in third number, speaking part 1 today. Let's have a look on this board. Okay, 3 number. Now asking about you. Alright? How? For example, how are you? How? Okay, next. How are you doing? Next. How are you feeling today? Some say today. Now it's today. Okay. Are you feeling well? How do you do? Oh, you can reply now. Reply as I'm good or I'm well. Use one of these two, okay? Don't use two both.
Are you?
This? This?
Are you
Are you feeling? Very good. Are you feeling well? Thank you. Alright. Next for here, how are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. You can put all, how are you feeling today? I'm sound. Sound? Sound means fine. I'm feeling comfort. Right? You can put today also. You can join it. Next thing is here. How do you do? The answer is also how do you do? Pretty good. I'm completely fine. So, when you face such questions on the day of examination, my dear students, you should understand that you are going to speak like this. First you understand, copy it, then I teach you one next thing very important to learn. You have some time to note down it. Complete? Very good. Act like Balram. Thank you. I love it very much. Now, okay. He'll play and please. One thing you should remember is my discipline. I have always alone with fun. Yes, you should not with fun. This is very important. Next thing, have you heard not? I'm gonna. Right? I'm gonna. What do you mean by gonna? Gonna say. I'm gonna talk. One example. I'm gonna play football. So what do you mean by gonna? Now remember always this gonna is the meaning of gonna is called going plus verb ing means before, right? Always remember, if you say I'm going to play football, it's a perfect sentence. But this to can be used in a sound form is gonna. Clear the concept now? So when you speak some person like friends, like family member also use I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna watch my TV show. I'm gonna watch cartoon. I'm gonna play carom board, right? Things you can say. But when you write in a sentence, use I'm going to. I'm going to. Don't use gonna because it is informal language, slang language. Okay, so we write I'm going to. It's perfect one. All the best. Please note down, very important to learn. This is gonna and do. I'll try to now we are in phone number asking about your password. Passport is also called ID proof, right? If you hear ID proof, don't worry, it's asking about your passport. Like, could you show me your passport, please?
Asking about your passport?
Yeah. Could you show me your passport, please? Please show me your passport. Can I see your identification? Please, could you provide, cannot provide, could you give me your ID proof? So how can you reply these questions answer? You can reply as yes, of course. Here you are. Sir, sir, ma'am. If there is sir, you can use sir, sir. If there is ma'am, use sir, ma'am. Here it is. It's okay. Here you are. Of course. Here it is. Look, you can reply for these questions like this, given on the board. Please copy it. And then we go for 5 number. English is not so difficult, but why do we feel nervous in speaking? I have found one major reason that we don't practice regularly. That's the problem. If we practice regularly, everyday speak, use means your habit. Okay, let's make a plan to speak in English from tomorrow, right? Even you can speak in English with people, you meet them on the way or in your own home. Yes, unless you speak in home and some your working place, it is not going to improve. So there is no magic stick to make your language clear unless you speak yourself. May I have it now? Good. Okay, now the 5 number, asking about your address. Now this address means your place that you belong. Where do you live? Where do you hail from? Where are you from? Where are you coming from? Where do you belong to? Where do you dwell or reside? Okay? Where is home? Okay, now I can reply as I live in gives a I live from is called blah blah also. I'm coming from. Next thing, I belong to. I dwell or reside in my hometown is in one sample, sir. I am going to write myself. Sample, okay, you. And this is my address. I'm from. Is it coming there? I'm from Kalika municipality, ward number 5, Padampur. And also Padampur Highschool Road. Okay, if you want to keep in there, or I'm from the municipality 5, Padampur is located. You can put the next is called situated in the eastern part of Chitwan district of Bagmati province, Nepal. Alright, you also can add there the next idea. My permanent address is but I am currently living in. If you are changing the place, if you have migrated to the next place, you can put like my permanent address is the place where you belong originally, and if you are living in a somewhere like temporary resident, but I am currently living in like this. Okay, let's go to the 6th number. In the 6th number, I will teach you how can you ask the examiner for repeating the question of his or her question. How can you request him or her? Asking to the examiner, this is 6th number, to repeat his or her question. You can please say on board, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir or ma'am. I didn't catch you. I didn't catch you. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't catch you. Pardon me. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear it properly. Okay? I'm sorry. Could you ask me your question again? Okay. Okay, next thing is last thing is here. You can put I don't hear your question. Please ask me again. Like this. Now for 7 number, when you are talking, when you are speaking with the examiner, how can you give the example? You can use the followings to provide example. Okay, so what are they? Like for instance, for example, for an example, you can put here like this is form, it's called that is. You can say next thing such as, you can put like, let's take an example. Next thing is here, to make it more clear, there is an example. So these are the contextual words, phrases, that can be used for providing examples when you are speaking on some topic, right? So all these given samples you can use and apply it in your everyday talks. When you speak properly, there will be no any doubt that you will really and definitely score high. You get the high score. So, okay, I'm going to wrap the 6th number. If you have not finished 7 number, please to continue to complete. Alright, now 8 number. For 8 number, how can I give the personal views, right? You can use the followings to provide your personal opinion. For example, you can hear, I personally think that in my opinion that I believe that I opine that in my view or perspective. Next thing, I think is feel more cut to answer. Okay, similarly, I have just written here something that you can give as your personal opinion. I personally think, in my opinion, I believe, I opine that. I opine means I think is similar word. In my view or in my perspective, I think, what I think here is that from my point of view. Don't put in my point of view. No, from my point of view is correct. I personally believe. Okay, after your personal opinion, now asking about your likes and dislikes. Okay, now expressing your likes. You know likes? Likes means your what?
Choice.
Interest. Right? So how do you define, how do you explain it? I have some idea. I am really fond of plus verb ing. I am keen on plus verb ing. I am interested in plus verb ing. You also can put here like simple word I like, I love, or I adore plus verb ing. If you want to make impress, you can put I do like, I do love, I do adore plus verb ing. These three words have same meaning. Okay, so don't get confused. I am fascinated in plus verb ing. I am a big fan of da da da. I am delighted, I am much delighted da da da. Okay, so when you have good interest, when you want to have something, you can put I am really fond of, I'm keen on dancing, I'm really fond of traveling, I'm interested in, I like, love, adore, verb ing. I do like, I do love, I do adore. I'm fascinated. I'm a big fan of Virat Kohli. I'm a big fan of cricket. I'm much delighted. Okay, I'm much delighted in plus verb ing. So please continue. Now how do you express your dislikes? Please put here expressing your dislikes or disinterest. Disinterest or no interest. Okay, this means no interest. What you feel is you can think that. And discomfort also. Next thing here, opposite word. I'm not really fond of plus ping. I'm not keen on plus bing. I'm not interested in plus bing. I don't like, I don't love, I adore plus bing. I dislike, detest or hate plus Give ing. Next, I am not fascinated. In plus 4. Last thing, second last, I am not a big fan of ... I'm not much much delighted in plus verb ing. So you should understand while giving your personal interest, what you say, your choice. Please copy it. Any doubt? So like this we have this today in our class of speaking part 1, and part 2 we will in the next day for talking about it and how to be secure high band score for it we will learn, and we also will learn how to manage the time for speaking part 2, and for that time we will ask each other. You ask me if you have any problem, and if you get some ideas of some mistakes, please correct it in time, and for time I want to stop today's class. See you in my next class. Have a good evening to all. Thank you much.